you know, where is he?
Oh, yeah.
Not real sure, in a trough of some kind.
Yeah.
You know, that's just one more of Stunkman. I just kind of give it up to anybody who takes these sort of press photos like this. And if you want to just move back onto a couple group photos, because these just really can't be passed up. Again, not sure if I'm, you know, into their music, but that's not really what's important here.
No.
This is the group. I mean, come on now.
That is a marketable image. That's a gem.
And it is a gem.
Of something.
And I just like the name Rectum.
Rectum.
Yeah,
we're there.
Moving on. Third gem of the internet, Geek Tattoos. Geek Tattoos are really popular. Yes. Everybody likes Geek Tattoos. But here you can find really good Geek Tattoos. For example, you know, the original Nintendo.
The old NES.
That seems like it's on somebody's stomach. Not real sure. Moving on, this guy, he's really into video games, right? He's kind of like, we've got Link over here, Mario, and who is that on the left, you know?
I can't.
I'm not really recognizing
good old Samus from Metroid.
Yes. So he is, you know, he's got color. He's, you know, he's fanatic. He's sitting at his computer. What's not to like? This guy, this is what he calls the ultimate HTML
that's
tattoo.
Brilliant. That's pretty funny.
We've got div tags. We've got it all. If you don't think that's real, he actually has another a picture of him actually getting the tattoo. The guy is actually inking him up. So this is real stuff, man. And if you want to keep it simple and fresh, just go with a nice arrow.
There you see. I was going to go with
cursor.
the IE, the broken image box, and just have him do that all over the stomach like I'm hardcore, but the Link is dead.
I'm tainted. Yeah. I love that. I love that. So.
Excellent gems.
Thank you.
They sparkled and shined.
There is something to be said about true gems of the internet, and I think we've seen that here today. Want these links for yourself? Just visit our show notes at thescreensavers.com.
All right, now here's Brendan, who's found a sneaky way to determine if a gadget is hot or not. Brendan?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. You can't trust anybody these days. I'm talking about valets, your cleaning ladies, other service industry professionals. I think they're all kind of out to get me. So I figured, why fight it? I've arranged a little something called What Would the Valet Steal?
One of the perks about working for a high-class cable network like this one, the valet service.
But I don't really trust this guy. Just something about him seems a bit off.
God, I love a good parked car.
But I want to get inside his mind. So what I've done is left a couple choice items in my car just to see what he'll steal.
As I suspected, our valet goes straight for the glove, no doubt looking for cash. Instead, he finds the Suunto X9. It's the first wristwatch-sized GPS system. It's also an altimeter, a barometer, and a compass.
I need a nap.
Unfortunately, our valet isn't much of an outdoorsman, so he's moving on. I said he's moving on. Next, he heads for the back seat, and he likes what he sees. The brand new digital SLR camera from Canon is compact and really easy to use. Plus, it has 8 megapixels, more than enough to advance his favorite hobby, taking pictures of parked cars.
God, I love a good parked car.
It looks like he's gonna put this one in the maybe file. So he moves to the trunk, where he finds the Guitar Rock software, guitar not included.
Hello, Cleveland.
Now, our valet has always dreamed of becoming a rock star, and this might get him there. The software has video lessons and fingering.
3, 6, 8. 3, 6, 8, 6.
Sadly, he has no talent. So which one will he steal?
Hey man, you got my keys?
Sure do.
All right, you have a good day.
You too.
So why'd you steal the camera?
Don't you know what I can get on eBay for this, idiot?
God, he loves a good parked car. And obviously this 8 megapixel camera.
Yeah, he's got a real attitude problem. Although if I was parking cars, I would steal this very same camera. Only because, you know why? It's the little things. It's got, let me flip it around here. It's got this little kind of indent here, so I can hold like that.
Really,
That's it. That's all I need. Just the ability to shoot one-handed.
Even if you have the choice of this $50 piece of software?
This is actually $30. And the reason why I kind of like this is it's actually, in all seriousness, if you want to learn how to play, it's not all that bad. Plus, it has such classic hits as All Right Now by Free and You Really Got Me as by Van Halen, not the Kinks one. So, you know, and plus this nifty watch I didn't like only because, Chi-Lan, look at the size of it compared to my watch.
It looks sexy, Brendan. I have to give you that.
Yeah, well,
it looks hot.
If you guys want more information on these wonderful products, go to our show notes at the Screensavers.
You have to check those out. Okay, and stick around because after the break, we'll have our take on today's tech news. It's called The Feed. And Half-Life 2 is art? Of course it is. You made it. We pick our favorite Garrys Mod screen grabs that you created. That's all coming up next.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Sarah Lane. Coming up in this half hour, Kevin's played the new game God of War for exactly 50 minutes. He's going to tell you if it's worth buying. And we'll be taking one of your live calls with help from BoingBoing.net's editor, Shenny Jardin. Now it's time for today's edition of The Feed. All right, the state of California's bare-knuckled brawl against peer-to-peer software companies has moved into the middle rounds. State Senator Kevin Murray of Los Angeles has introduced a bill that would slap developers of file-swapping software with fines or up to a year in jail if they don't stop trades of copyrighted music and songs over their networks. The bill takes direct aim at companies such as Kazaa, eDonkey, and Morpheus, who have so far avoided any legal backlash from the file-swapping controversy. As it stands right now, federal courts have already twice ruled that P2P companies are not responsible for the illegal actions of using their products. Problems with the massively multiplayer game World of Warcraft has meant a world of hurt for the game's developer. Blizzard Entertainment confirmed that as many as a quarter of the World of Warcraft servers in North America were KO'd over the weekend following a scheduled day off last Thursday, meant to fix overloading and stability problems. What's worse, the problems still aren't fixed. Blizzard has lowered the population caps on busy servers until they can be upgraded, but that means players are having trouble logging on at all now. Blizzard's issued a letter of apology to its fans and has even offered 48 hours of free playtime to try and make up for the inconvenience. Sorry, World of Warcraft fans. And lastly, a controversial new program at a prison in Thailand would broadcast the final moments of death row inmates over the internet. Bang Wang Prison, which is located in the capital city of Bangkok, says it will install webcams at its facilities as part of a program to highlight the risks of drug dealing. That is a crime which carries the death sentence in Thailand. A spokesman for the prison says the cameras will show how they treat prisoners in the last moments, including preparation process, but they're not actually going to show the actual execution, which, by the way, in Thailand is by firing squad. Several human rights groups, including Amnesty International, have not surprisingly condemned the program and are asking the Thai government to review it. So, Kevin, what do you think about this Thai prison webcam thing? I mean, I'm torn. Would you watch something like that if it were available to you, be honest?
No, I really wouldn't. I don't think I'd have any interest in actually seeing it. Just, I mean, yeah, no.
But I think that,
the short answer to that one's no.
I think that there would be a lot of people who would.
Sadly, there would. And you know, the point is to deter, you know, crime and this, that, the other. I don't think that's the desired effect. They're going to get more people who are morbidly fascinated with watching someone on death row.
I mean, you know, if you're about to be executed, do you really care who's watching at that point? I mean, how does that change your course?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think it's meant to change the people who are on the webcam. It's the people watching it. They're supposed to see how miserable it is and go, okay, maybe drugs aren't for me. Drugs are bad, okay?
Yeah.
You know, maybe I should stick with the crazy kid inhaler and call it a day.
Webcams, they're everywhere.
Yeah. All right. Last week now, we showed you the coolest Half-Life 2 mod released yet. It's creatively titled Garrys Mod.
Garrys Mod.
Yeah, it allows you to pose ragdoll bodies, to spawn objects into the world and position them. Get creative with it, right?
And you were creative last week. I enjoyed Garrys Mod.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I wouldn't call me creative, but I did the segment nonetheless. Now, with you as the proverbial artist, Half-Life 2 as the clay, and Garrys Mod as the chisel, we asked you to submit your own screen caps showcasing your creative brilliance. And as you saw it, it's a little thing we call user-created.
Did we get a lot of submissions?
We got tons. We received like hundreds, and we had to pick our favorite 5.
Hundreds?
Hundreds.
Wow.
If not thousands. I couldn't scroll the window to see them all. So we had to pick our top 5, and that was tough. But what we've done is we've whittled them down, and we're going to post them online in a poll so you can vote for your favorite. Would you like to see what the 5 are, Sarah?
I would. I'm excited.
These are our own little gems of the internet, if you will.
All right.
All right.
I
At
can
number
get behind
5,
that.
check that bad boy out. This is called the Titanic.
It is?
Yeah. It's creative use of a bathtub and MS Paint to point out that the tub is the Titanic. I like it.
Okay.
Made
yes.
me giggle.
It's more clear now.
All right, moving on. Fine. How about breakdancing at Ravenholm? Look at that.
I like that.
There's a party going on.
Where's Ravenholm?
Ravenholm is actually a quarter mile east of I-10.
Okay.
You can't miss it. Just look for the crowbar and the grav gun.